Today, I get a unique opportunity to check out a product from a company that Marques Brownlee killed. That's right, we're gonna be having a look at the Rabbit R1, a product that realistically, you already know kind of sucks, but what you don't know is how it will uniquely suck for me. I've been curious about this thing ever since I heard about it back at CES of this year. An AI assistant that I carry around with me, but perhaps more useful than the humane pin, and also at a more reasonable price. It's just $200 and the shtick is pretty straightforward. It's supposed to be a ChatGPT/AI enabled device that acts as an intermediary between your voice and your phone, allowing you to use voice control even with applications that don't inherently support them. The design is delightfully teenage engineering looking, which makes sense because teenage engineering designed it. Maybe should have left it for the adults based on the reception this thing has gotten, but hey, that's a whole other conversation. It charges via USB-C. It has a 1000 milliamp hour battery in it that's good for a few hours and takes about 45 minutes to charge. Although they do claim to be working on this. It's got an array microphone up here, one button, one dial, one 360-degree camera, and I guess that rotates, and a touchscreen. Let's go ahead and fire it up, shall we? Really, nothing else in the box. No charging cable, no wall wart, no nothing. Huh. I mean, it does come with what appears to, is this like a water-resistant box, or is it just a fancy-looking box? It's just fancy looking. Okay. Neat. Props to the Rabbit team, by the way, for getting out ahead of the nickname Rabbit Hole for anyone who carries one of these things around. The Rabbit Hole instead is their portal where you manage your relationship with RabbitOS and with the companion device itself. RabbitOS, by the way, it turns out is basically Android, and the Rabbit, it turns out, is basically an app that runs on Android. As for why it couldn't have just been an app on your phone, have they offered up a statement about that? System security, which kind of makes sense for something that you are giving basically unfettered access to your apps to allow it to do things like book travel engagement for you with Uber, or order food for you, or tweet for you. It can't tweet for you yet, can it? I know that's one of the things that they had kind of talked about it being able to do at some point, but I guess that was hard. All right, let's play with it, shall we? Huh. Wait, so this is a touchscreen, but you can't just really. And you're running Android. So you went out of your way to make it so I couldn't interact with this thing with touch.
Well, you can sometimes.
Huh. All right, we're off to a good start. Brightness. Hold. Oh, well, that's ergonomic. Neat. I was legitimately kind of excited about this thing when I heard about it. I knew it would suck, but I was excited about the idea of just being able to sort of yap at something and essentially have, a standalone auto hotkey thing that was piped into ChatGPT was kind of how I imagined it. And I think that's still kind of the vision that they're selling for it for the future, right? If only it could connect to the network. Failed. Do I have options other than try again? I do not. Try again, then I shall. RabbitOS. I don't know how I got to the settings. I was cleaning it on my shirt. Oh, do you shake it to get to settings? That's hilarious. It's cute. Failed. Why don't we try ye old restart? You shouldn't have a glossy surface for a scroll wheel. You kind of slip on it a little bit, but that's the least stupid thing about the user interface. Is it ambidextrous? Can you flip it and use it this way? If not, that would kind of suck. Oh, well, sucks to be left-handed, I guess. Wow, we've used up 5% of battery just trying to connect to the network. Oh, right, I shake it. Okay, let's try. Oh God, how do I turn it off now? Oh man. Oh no. All right, network. How do I reconfigure it? Okay. Serenity now. I don't know why they called it Rabbit. Because every time you're using it, you're like, Rabbit! I've encountered teenage engineering stuff. I've never been compelled to buy any of it because it all just seems really expensive for very limited utility. No offense. Like, I want things to do something. Like this, very teenage engineering. Looks really cool. Why though, you know? It's like, oh, because it's cool. Oh, all right, okay. Well, let's try connecting. Oh my God. Well, this is better than not having a keyboard at all. You're gonna keep showing me how to do it? Okay, there it goes. Wow, that took a minute. Oh wow, it doesn't obscure what you're typing at all. There isn't even an option to hide passwords as you enter them. Fascinating. Hey, we're connected. Wow, Bluetooth? What do you connect to? Like, do you connect to like your earphones or what? I mean, does it connect to your phone via Bluetooth? Oh yeah, is there an app? It just does stuff? Oh, I assumed it would connect to your phone and it would kind of auto hotkey your phone. It just does stuff? Oh, that's terrifying. Oh my God, really? That's the maximum speed at which you can cycle through these numbers. Do not come into my life purporting to be a device that saves me time and then proceed to waste it. Speaking of things not entirely welcome in my life, this is brought to you by dbrand. Dbrand actually partnered with Rabbit ahead of the launch to design cute little screen protectors just for the Rabbit R1. And in fact, at their launch event, they even gave out dbrand screen protectors with the units that they gave out at the launch. dbrand also has protectors for all kinds of useful devices like Nintendo game consoles, controllers, laptops, iPads, iPhones, other pads, other phones. You can find them at shortlinus.com. Not even that short. I mean, my trip to Japan, I seemed pretty normal height. Just saying. Enough fooling around though. Bill apparently configured it with all of his personal accounts, so where should we send him? Book an Uber to LTT Labs.
The rideshare status is currently unavailable. Apologies for the inconvenience. Please try again later.
Were you expecting that to work?
I never tried it.
Never tried it. Okay, well, it didn't work. Who are tricks for?
The Trix cereal is typically marketed towards children as a fun and colorful breakfast option.
Can you do an image search?
I can assist with an internet search. What would you like me to search for?
I'd like you to take a picture and then tell me what something is.
I'm unable to take pictures or provide visual information as the camera function is not currently enabled. How else may I assist you today?
What do you mean the camera function's not enabled? Oh my God, the camera function's not enabled. Don't let me... Once again, do not come into my life telling me that you are going to provide natural interaction shortcuts to get things done, and you can't even turn on your camera when I ask you to turn on your camera. Like, this is a thing. Everyone's noticed about this, right? Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched any videos about it. I've intentionally cloistered myself on this one. Where can I buy this mouse pad?
Let me take a look. This appears to be a decorative wall hanging or art piece, not a mouse pad. Given the nature of the item, I don't believe you would be able to purchase this as a mouse pad.
Where can I buy this mouse pad?
I apologize, but I do not see a mouse or a bed in the image provided.
The thing in the center of this image is a mouse pad.
This is not a mouse pad, but rather a glass or transparent tabletop with a colorful abstract design on it. The design
You're wrong!
Geometric shape. Many manufacturers offer a range of sizes, features, and designs to suit different creative applications.
You can't tell it to shut up? It just talks until it's done? Who does this thing think it is? Me on the WAN show? Okay, fine, let's try something. Wow, this camera is not very good. Okay. Who are you looking at right now?
Let me see. The image shows a person, a man, looking straight at the camera. He has short, light-colored hair and is wearing a black t-shirt. The background includes some geometric shapes and lighting elements. suggesting this may be a home or studio setting.
So it can't search for people? Good Lord, what can it do? We're down to 82% battery. Oh, wow. Play some super cool music on my Spotify. Make the ladies think I'm super cool for the music I'm listening to.
Getting the music going now.
Nice. Is it gonna play music? Did it just crash? Double click does not open the camera anymore? Like, I can open, oh. Here, maybe it's just quiet. Maybe it's quiet. Media, let's go. No, man, that's not quiet. How much funding did these guys raise? What is even happening right now? Is it broken? Okay, well here, let's reboot it. No, let's power it off. And then wait for its nonsense, and then power it back on. Network connection lost, jeez. Play music that will make the ladies think I am cool.
Okay, starting the music player now.
Oh, it's just broken. This did 2 updates today, and both of them took a long time.
Well, that's something it did today. You know what? The reality of it is, I'm sure that there are plenty of talented designers and engineers who worked on this product, and realistically, they have got to know that it's not ready yet. And so the only reason that I can think of that I'm holding this right now is that the money that's involved is expecting some kind of return. And if money wasn't so impatient, it would have known that the better thing to do would be to hold on to this for a little bit longer until they've had time to let her cook. Because I do see the potential, but I don't see any of the execution in the version that I'm holding in my hands right now. I also see some sort of just generally terrible ideas where they need to get out from inside their own buttholes and understand that, you know, clicking and sliding and clicking on things with the touchscreen is just common sense and needs to be a thing that you can do. But, you know, overall, there's nothing inherently terrible about the idea. It's just obviously a complete piece of shit right now. Let's just hope that it doesn't multiply like real rabbits. Just kidding, it will. Man, the amount of AI shovelware shit that's gonna be hitting this desk over the next year or two, it's gonna be a sight to behold. It has like 3 jobs. Order me an Uber, order me DoorDash, and play music. Those are the only validated use cases with the bloody thing. And it couldn't do 2 of them.
Midjourney is the 4th app.
Yeah, I saw that. Midjourney. What would I do? What would I do with Midjourney on this thing? Like, look at it on my tiny little screen. I have a phone in my pocket. Like, are you kidding me right now? This is my ancient crappy phone, and it's that much bigger. Like, you gotta be kidding me. See, people are gonna be watching this going like, oh, that Linus, what an ass. But like, if I told you anything other than what a piece of crap this thing is, I would be scamming you. I'd be complicit. This is my job. Subscribe to ShortCircuit.